Good morning. In this video lecture, we are going to analyze simply axially loaded bar member. In our original problem, what we have that we have got a bar of constant cross section. Its area is given as 10 centimeter square, 1000 millimeter square. It is loaded at point B 25 kilonewton, at point C 10 kilonewton. And to analyze it in ANSYS, what we have to do, we have to convert all the units in similar dimension. In this problem, we are going to use millimeter. So we will convert Young's modulus as 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. Area 10 centimeter square, we will convert it into millimeter, 1000 millimeter square. And now we are going to do it in ANSYS. Here in this tutorial, I have solved it analytically. Theoretical solution. This is our theoretical solution. We know that change in length of section AB is delta LAB FAB, force on AB, into length of AB upon AE. This is our common formula, and we have got the value as 0.35 millimeter. So we are going to perform this problem in ANSYS. So preferences, structural, we are going to do structural analysis. Okay. Preprocessor, we are going to define element type, add, link element, first element, simplest element, 3D finite strain 180. Now this element has got 3 degree of freedom in x, y and z direction. This element doesn't have any type of rotation. So simple bar element. Okay, close. We are going to add some material property for it. In the problem, we have given area of cross section as 1000 millimeter square. So real constant, add to this link element, we are going to add area as 1000. Okay, close. Now we are going to define material property for it. Material property, material model, structure, linear, elastic, isotropic. Young's modulus is, as given in the problem, 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. So we are going to add 200 value here. For kilonewton, we are multiplying it with 1000, and Poisson ratio we are going to take as 0, as it is not given in question. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poisson ratio is 0. We don't need to write it actually, but we are writing it. Okay. It will automatically take 0, otherwise okay. So what we have done in the pre-process session up till now, we have defined that from which type of element we are going to create model and what will be the properties of that element, but we have not created any model here. In our working area, we have not created any model here. So we are now we are going to create model. Create. We will create this model using key point. Key point. Node 1, node 2, node 3. We will see here. A is node 1, B is node 2, C is node 3. And A is at point 0, B will be at point 2000 millimeter away, and C will be total 5000 millimeter, 2 plus 3, 5000 millimeter away. We are going to convert all the unit in millimeter. Okay. So we are going to create key point in active coordinate system. There can be many methods to create a model. Point number 1, 0 0 0. We don't need to write it here, or we can also write 0, है ना? I am leaving it intentionally 0. ANSYS will take its value as 0 automatically. Okay. We will use apply. Okay. 2 axis 2000 0 apply. We have got second key point. Third key point 5000. Okay. So we have got all the three key points. Now from the key point we are going to create line, straight line, simply from here to here. Okay. Straight line from here to here. Okay. So we have got two lines. Up till now we have not created any model. We have just created drawing of model. So what will be the difference? When we will apply properties to this drawing through meshing, then it will call a model, a ANSYS model. So now we will mesh it. Still there are many different type tools used in mesh, but all the thing can be taken care of using mesh tool. This is mesh tool. Size control. We have got simple problem. We are not going to break it in many elements. We are going to use element one division here and one division here. Simple. So line size control set this and this. Okay. Number of element division we will use 1. Simple. We will keep it simple. Okay. Done. It is hidden. We have called it back. It was hidden in the back side. Now we will mesh it. Mesh. Pick all. It will pick all the line. Pick all. Now our model is complete. But we are not viewing any number here. So we will activate this numbering. Numbering. Let me close it. Line number. Node number. Apply. Okay. 1 2 3. So our model is complete. Now we will constrain it. We will apply load to it. Load, define load, apply. First of all, we will put this point in the wall. Means that we will restrict all the degree of freedom of this point. So we will restrict its displacement on node, this, okay. Restrict all degree of freedom, okay, all degree of freedom are restricted. So displacement is complete. Now we will apply force on node, this node, okay. Now we will have to apply load in x direction, x direction. Its value is 25 kilonewton, 25000 Newton, 25000 Newton, 25000 Newton. Apply. This small arrow indicates its value. Now we will apply load on this point. Okay. Its value is 10000. 10000. Okay. So this is bigger arrow, this is smaller arrow. This red arrow is indicating our load value. So our model is complete. Our whole definition is complete. Now like we have done in analytical solution, we don't have to use any formula. ANSYS will take care. ANSYS will take care automatically. So we have created all the steps involved in post processor. Now we will go to solution stage. We will just solve it and ANSYS will do all the thing for us. Okay. Solution is done. Close. Finish. Now we have solved our model. Now we have to see all the result for it. General processor, list result, nodal solution. Now this bar is going to move in y direction only. Y component of displacement. Okay. So nodal solution, x component of displacement, as these points can move only in x direction. I have used y, it is not y, just x component of displacement. Okay. So point 1 will move 0 unit, point 2 will move 0.35, and point 3 will use 0.5 unit. Like our theoretical solution, 0.35, and total C point will move 0.5. So we have meshed this problem with our theoretical solution. We can find many other things like reaction solution, structural force in x direction. Okay. We know that reaction at node 1, this point will be minus 3500 total load in negative direction. And we can find out all the nodal loads. Okay. Again in x direction only. Okay. So we can find out all the nodal load. So this is our complete analysis of the problem. Thank you.